So we're gonna go right from the sex into the rock and roll because we're talking about the Beatles and Beatlemania and rock and roll, luxury, and shopping. Three things I think we all love, and you'll find them all if you head on a vacation to the UK. So we have travel expert and novelist Kristin Harmel here to help us plan our trip. I am ready to go.
Me too. Let's go back.
I know, and
you
say there's two cities when you want to indulge in Beatlemania and shopping, right?
Absolutely. I think Liverpool, where the Beatles came from, and London, where they kind of lived after they got off the ground.
Okay.
I think are synonymous with the Beatles, but also synonymous with shopping. They're both great shopping cities.
And I'm happy for either one. So where do we go first?
I would start in London because it's an easy trip across the ocean for Americans. It's a very accommodating city for Americans. And I would say if you're there for shopping, you have to stay at the Corinthia.
Okay.
It's an expensive hotel, but it is actually the only hotel in London with a Harrods department store inside of it. So you literally just have to take the elevator down to the bottom floor.
That's a little dangerous.
Harrods. And Harrods, of course, is the luxury department store that we all know and love in London. It's also a very rock and roll place. There have been music videos filmed there, videos launched there. It's very rock and roll, but also very shopping oriented.
Other things to do while we're in London?
Absolutely. There are a lot of shops in London. Topshop, Liberty, Selfridges, Harvey Nichols, Marks and Spencer. Sort of all those places you really have to go to Britain to get the best version of. There's the V&A Museum, which now has a David Bowie exhibit, also very rock and roll, but they have a very cool souvenir shop. There's the Hard Rock Cafe, the original one, but they have a memorabilia vault underneath, and also a very cool souvenir store. There's the British Music Experience at the O2, which tracks British rock and roll history, and you can also take rock and roll tours of London. But while you're there, in amongst all this shopping, there's a wonderful place called Ronnie Scott's Jazz Club.
Okay.
It's actually where Jimi Hendrix played his last show before he died, and it's where The Who have done some really important things too. So it's a very cool rock and roll place, great place to go in amongst all your shopping adventures.
That's awesome. And quickly, we have to mention Liverpool.
Liverpool, of course, home of the Beatles. You can stay at the Hard Day's Night Hotel, which is kind of right among all of the shopping areas. There's Liverpool 1, which has all the major high street shops from London. There's Met Quarter, which has Joe Malone, Molton Brown, Mac, a bunch of places like that.
Okay.
And then there's the Cavern Walks right above the Cavern Club, which is where the Beatles were discovered. And that has places like Vivian Westwood, Cricket. It's a little bit more upscale. And there's a lot of cool Beatles stuff there to do also. I mean, of course, we're doing shopping, but we're also doing rock and roll.
Yeah.
You can take tours, you can see Penny Lane, Strawberry Field, amazing stuff.
I am set. Thank you so much,
Thanks for
Kristin. And
having
if you
me.
guys want more tips on shopping in London and Liverpool, you need to head to our website, lifeloveshopping.com. Back over to you, ladies.